Hi, I'm John Norman, the retired Chief of Special Operations for the FDNY. I've been fighting fires for more than 36 years in rural, suburban, and urban areas. Modern firefighting is a continually evolving science. New technologies are constantly being introduced, such as new chemical compounds, locking devices, and entry tools. But the strategies of modern firefighting have not changed. The basics, protect life, confine the fire, and extinguish, are constants. Each firefighter has the responsibility to keep informed of new developments in the fight against fire. That's why continual training and learning is essential. The Fire Officer's Handbook of Tactics DVD series will take you through the necessary steps to help you become a great fire officer. It will give you the strategy to become a better leader and provide you with the best methods for handling specific situations. Today, we will discuss forcible entry. You will learn about tools, procedures, and some common mistakes. To search, rescue, and extinguish a fire, you must first be able to get into the structure. Sometimes this is as easy as trying the doorknob. Other times, more serious methods are required. Among the factors that decide which method to use are the need for speed, the type of door and lock assemblies, the tools and staffing available, and the degree of damage that entry will create. The need for speed must be your main concern, whether to save a life or extinguish a rapidly spreading fire. Although in some cases, the type of door or lock will be the deciding factor, since certain types of doors are best opened using specific methods. The last factor, and the one that should be your least concern, is the availability of staffing. 2 people should be able to force the majority of doors. Regardless of the type of door, there are 4 basic rules you should always follow. Rule number 1, try before you pry. This may sound obvious, but imagine spending precious time and staffing going through the forcible entry process only to find out the door was unlocked all along. Wasting time could mean the difference between life and death. Always check the door first. Rule number 2, don't ignore the obvious. By this I mean look for the easiest way to get in. Don't focus on just using the most familiar method of entry, such as prying a door open. Instead, look for a door that might be easier to get into, such as one with glass panes. It doesn't take any time at all to break the glass and reach in and work the lock. Rule number 3, if possible, use the door that the occupants normally use to enter the premises. This applies to many apartments, schools, and other buildings. Many times, doors that are seldom or never used are nailed shut or barricaded, making forced entry difficult and time-consuming. If you can find the door that the occupants usually use, chances are that it will be less heavily secured than the other doors. This will also put you in their most likely path of exit and make your job much easier. Rule number 4, maintain the integrity of the door. In other words, keep the door intact. One of the least desirable methods of forcible entry is to walk up and smash open a glass door or window, even if it's obvious there is a serious fire inside. By breaking the glass, you have removed any control you had over the oxygen supply to the fire. In the most serious cases, this sudden inrush of fresh air can trigger a backdraft explosion. Even if a charged hose line is in place, it can still lose water, especially if it is cut by the shards of glass. And once the glass is broken, it can never be closed again to shut down the oxygen supply. At interior doors that expose stairways, it is critically important to keep the door to the fire area intact.